Well, good evening, everybody. We're already in bed, and yesterday was the vet visit. Everything went great. Everybody health was excellent. Everybody took their vaccine. Well, a couple whimpers, but other than that, it was pretty good. Yeah, and sometime within the next month, you might feel a bump right here, kind of like in between the shoulders, and that's from the vaccine. Yeah. Little girl is going home Monday or Tuesday. So she's flying out. She goes north. Yeah. You gonna go see your buddy Pablo? You betcha. Yeah. And there's, I think that other little girl. That's Gordon Cindy's little girl right now. Yeah. And this is the orange one, right? Yeah, that's the orange one. I'm still picking pink. And I believe this is Leo. Leo. Yeah. Trying to bite me, you stinkers. Yeah, I was pretty sure that's who that was. This is Kane. Right here, getting run over by everybody because I was giving him some attention. There's Kane right there, yeah. And there he is. There's Kilo. Yeah. And there's Red Collar. That's Leo and JJ's buddy, brother. Yeah, everybody's doing great. And Parker's appointment is March 3rd. Wish it was February 3rd because Harley's in heat again, which means Sophia will be going into heat again soon. I mean, they wear their pants, their Velcro pants. They're these. And they go on like that. But Mike Parker has figured out if he goes under my bed, he scratches his butt on it here, and he gets this part to come off. So he knows how to get out of the pants. That's how we have these guys. Yes, that's how we have these babies. So we have to be super duper careful. Because Harley just had her babies last time. I do not have them get pregnant consecutive heats in a row. Like, just because they're in heat doesn't mean that they need to get pregnant. I always give them at least one heat in between pregnancies, sometimes two, because even as a human, it takes your body a little bit of time to recover from having children. I know I had 4. Well, I gave birth to 4, but I have 5 children. And 6 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. Faith. Yeah. See, they're all pretty quiet right now. This is pretty much how they are most of the time. Excuse me. So this is how quiet they are. Oh, they shouldn't be noisy once they get home, other than the fact that when you play with them, they will bark, and you can get them growling sometimes if you're playing tug-of-war with the rope or a toy, the rope toy. We have a very long fox, and it has a squeaker at the head and the tail, but it's probably about 1.5 feet long, and it's very skinny, and that's all it is a pull toy. And you get them playing with it, and it's pretty funny, because the little guy right there, that's Leo, he's pretty aggressive with the fox. He loves to play. I mean, they all love to play, but he actually gets a little growly, which is really cute, and so does Red. Really cute. Yeah. So, I hope everybody's having a good weekend, and looking forward to this coming week when you get your fur baby forever. Take him to the forever home. I'm going to miss it. I am going to miss it. But I'm glad I've decided to retire, because I don't feel great about having people have a pet that they can't get a vet for, or you have a vet and your clinic has been taken over by one of the 3 big companies in Canada that are taking over all the vet clinics. And honestly, my veterinary clinic, the price has tripled since just before the pandemic to now. More than tripled. And I have all the receipts from the very beginning of that I started doing Shitzus. I have all the receipts. And I mean, I don't expect the price to be the same all the time, but for it to have, it was our clinic, the vet clinic that I go to was purchased partway through the pandemic lockdown year, and the prices started going up right then and there, and now they really have more than tripled. I used to be able to take, now this is just the year the pandemic happened, I had 2 sets of puppies, 2 litters, and they hadn't bought it yet. They hadn't bought my clinic yet, and I took 12 puppies in for their vaccinations and checkups. And it was just under $400. I just took 7 puppies in for their vaccinations and checkups. And it was over $600 for 7 puppies. And I had 12 just before the pandemic. Like, it was February when everything got shut down that year. And they were born in April of the year. I had 2 sets. So I had curbside pickup when they were 8 weeks old. And I did have 12 people every half hour coming up to my house, and I'd take everything out to them, all masked and everything. So the prices are just ridiculous. They're making it so that people can't afford to get health care for their pets. And I know some people say, well, there are pets, what are you going to do? Well, some people can't afford it. They really can't. And you say, well, then if you can't afford to get health care for your pet, you shouldn't have a pet. Well, that's not right either. There should be some way that they shouldn't be tripling the price of everything in a couple years. It really shouldn't. And it's not like they updated any of their equipment or anything, because they had expanded and updated a bunch of their stuff about 4 years before the pandemic. So they haven't done anything to improve the clinic at all, other than make it a lot more expensive. Yeah, it's pretty sad. So I sure hope everybody has a vet, because I don't know what anybody would do without one. I grew up with dogs, and none of our dogs that I grew up with had ever had a vaccination. So there's never anything wrong with them either. But they didn't have vaccinations. I don't know of any of our friends that had it either. And everybody had a dog when I was a kid. Well, good night, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you this coming week. Bye for now.